What's up, everybody? Celtic Scarecrow here, back to bring you another video to get those 10s and 20 views. 2023 is starting off meh. Penguins and Panthers both lost. Had issues trying to get the first ever stream on the gaming channel going, and that was very fun. And upload a video on the wrong day. So, yeah, but it is Thursday. Time for my NFL predictions. Quick housekeeping, obviously, with everything that happened in the Monday night game. Prayers go out to Damar Hamlin. Hopefully, I'm saying that first name right. And his family. Scary situations. I'm not going to speculate on anything about it, whether or not like what caused it or what not. This is not the time, and if anybody comes in my chat or comment section saying anything nasty or negative, I will find a way to permanent ban you. I don't care if I'm a brand new channel and I kind of need every subscriber possible. I will do that. If you want to do more than 10 thoughts and prayers, in the comment section is his charity. Go give. That's the best thing you can do. That way, when he gets better, that is still going strong for the man. That's my camera again. A little better. I'll get to the Panther stuff at the end. But yeah, I think I said, yeah, like I said, links in the description section below. Obviously, that game I couldn't count towards the total because the game has been postponed, which I'm a little I would rather them. Like, I record this on Tuesday, so all the information I know right now is he's still in the hospital, and the game has been postponed via Tuesday, 5 o'clock Eastern time. I know it's like rather have seen them play that game Thursday, and then move this week's games to Monday night, or just call that game a tie. That's just me. So, without that game, since it's been paused, I'm just going to leave the winner there, Buffalo over Cincinnati, and when that game gets played, I'll add it to the grand total. But besides that, I did have another good week's of picks. I went a very good 12-3 this week. So very good, very good. If I was betting, I'd be actually starting to make back the money I would have lost earlier in the season. But that brings our season total to 137, 108, and 2. But enough of that. Let's get down to business. We got 2 games Saturday night. We got the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Las Vegas Raiders. KC's just a far better team. They're going to win, and the Raiders can start doing whatever they do in the offseason. Next up, a very important game, very crucial game. The winner gets the AFC South. It's the Tennessee Titans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is a year that I really don't want to play. If I was a team, I would want Tennessee to win, but I am going Jacksonville. Moving over to the Monday night game, we have a game that has to be determined, which is the first game on the thing, which is the Baltimore Ravens versus the Cincinnati Bengals. This is going to be one of the two weird games of the day. You know, how do the Bengals players respond and whatnot? I'm still going Bengals to win. They are the better team. I think the Baltimore is going to rest Lamar. So I still think the Bengals will try to go out there and just play everybody normally just to try to get their minds back on the postseason. Next up is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Atlanta Falcons. A game which is at $29 per ticket, or lowest of $29 ticket. Tampa Bay, I think they will try to. Much as I want to see Atlanta win, I'm picking Tampa Bay. I think they're going to try to keep the momentum going. I would rather see Atlanta win. Better for Carolina's draft stocks. But next up, the other really weird and weirdly important game, like important in the football world, but not in the actual world, is the New England Patriots versus the Buffalo Bills. If New England wins, they're in. There's a lot of other things that would need to happen if they lose. Versus the heartbroken Buffalo Bills right now. I'm going Bills. I think they're just going to beat the crap out of the Patriots just to help get their mind back to some degree normally. Hopefully by then we have some news about that. Also, this was a really cool thing. I saw every team. I'll go this way. Every team changed their thing, which is what it should be. This is they should be like a giant family that fights, but when something bad happens, come together. Back to predictions. We got the Minnesota Vikings versus the Chicago Bears. I'm going Vikings. They need to fix things in that whole thing. It's just but next up, we got the Houston Texans versus the Indianapolis Colts. The cheapest game on the day at $13. I'm going Colts purely because I want Carolina to have. Everything I keep seeing is the Colts are kind of eyeballing the quarterback I want Carolina to have. Then we got the New York Jets versus the Miami Dolphins. I have Dolphins. I think they're going to try to. They're kind of in the same boat as a few teams. They're in the. Miami's not in the playoffs. I think this might be a win and in for Miami. So it's gonna be a weird game. I'm still going Dolphins though. Skip the Panthers game. Wow, no correction. We're the cheapest game. I'll get that later. We got the Cleveland Browns versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mike Tomlin just dragging that team, figuring out ways to win. He'll do it again, and I'm taking the Pittsburgh Steelers. The San Diego Chargers versus the Denver Broncos. Chargers, and to put all the Broncos fans out of their misery, they do not have to suffer through another game this season. Shockingly important game, in a way, the New York Giants versus the Philadelphia Eagles. There's still a way for Dallas to get the number one seed, which is, I want to say, Eagles lose, Niners lose, Dallas wins. They're the number one seed. I kind of want to see that, but I don't think it's happening. I do think the Giants are going to come out and win somehow just to piss off the Eagles. They're in a downward slide. Jalen Hurts may or may not be playing. I think he is, but I think the Giants are just going to try to get the momentum going in the playoffs by beating the Eagles. And we got the Arizona Cardinals versus the San Francisco 49ers. Niners, I don't see them really resting too many people just for the fact that they want to get Brock Purdy more reps just with everybody. So Niners all the way. And we got the LA Rams versus the Seattle Seahawks. The Rams have been playing better with Baker, but I think this is slightly better team. The Dallas Cowboys versus the Washington Commanders. For the love of God, have you seen? I gotta make sure I'm leaning the right way for the photo. Mister. Have you seen this? Major Tutty? Really? That's the best he came up with? I did a video, started a series called If I Ruled Over the NFL. Take my advice. I said just change the Washington team, just reboot it, be the DC Knights, go with a very dark blue, red, as bright as my sweatshirt right now, and white, and just have this guy in a suit of armor. That would be so much better than Major Tutty. But Major Tutty is going to be 0-2, and it's crazy because I am going Cowboys. And finally, the win and you're in game for the green. Which this game right here could have so many people watching because there's so many right on it. Is the Detroit Lions versus the Green Bay Packers. If the Packers win, they're in. If they lose, somebody else could take that Lionel spot. But I am going with the Green Bay Packers to clinch the last spot in the NFC. Now, for the cheapest game on the docket, tickets as low as $7. So if you're bored in New Orleans, go watch a football game this Sunday. You got the Carolina Panthers versus the New Orleans Saints. For draft stock purposes only, Saints. I do think Panthers probably win that game, but I want the Saints to win, so that's why I'm picking them. Just get a better draft pick. That's really it. That is it for the predictions. I'm going to pull the Panthers logo back up. Apparently, Tepper had a conversation, not an interview, can't have those yet, with Jim Harbaugh. Interesting. Very interesting. I have said, probably here on this channel, a few times, we need to get an offensive-minded head coach and then let him draft his quarterback. Jim Harbaugh is an offensive-minded head coach. He is a former quarterback. He has success. He did well in the NFL. My words are not working at the moment. He went to the Super Bowl. He went back to an NFC Championship game, and then went 8-8 with dealing with the Kaepernick conundrum. Best way I can describe it. So he has the head coaching experience in the NFL. I wouldn't mind it. I think Steve Wilkes will be a head coach next year. Not in Carolina. Right now, I would predict Denver would be a good fit for Steve Wilkes. And my only issue with Steve Wilkes is he's a defensive-minded head coach, which Carolina has had throughout their entire franchise. And I just think we need someone who just will run the offense. I also like the fact that Harbaugh is a no-nonsense coach. So that's it. That's all I have. And remember that the link to, I gotta make sure I say his name right, Damar Hamlin's charity is down there if you want to help. If least share it to other people, maybe they would want to help. That's it. That's all I got. I'll see you weird people later.